Welcome. In order to filter experiments that contain a specific term within their description, we can use the search field add ontology term for filtering. For example, when we type the term inhibitor, automatic suggestions from ontology lookup service appear, with a maximum of 10 suggestions. The user is allowed to continue typing or to select a specific term from the auto-suggestion box. After pressing enter or selecting a term from the auto-suggestion box, this term will appear next to the search form. Let's type in the term another and pressing enter. Here we can see that the term is colored blue, meaning that it was not found in any of the ontologies. Also, when we scroll down, we can see that the experiment browser is closed and can't be opened. It is so because none of the experiments contained the term another within their description. By clicking X next to the typed term, we can remove the filter and all the experiments will reappear in the experiment browser. Let's try another term, this time inhibitor again. You can select this term either from the ontology browser or by just typing it to the end and pressing enter. Notice how the color is now yellow. This means that this term was found in the ontology browser. Also notice how some of the data bubbles in the concentration browser change their opacity and some of them retain their opacity. Only the datasets that contain the term inhibitor within their experiment description retain their opacity, while the ones that didn't contain the given term had their opacity lowered. This feature gives a quick overview of the concentrations used in the experiments with a given keyword. Also, by scrolling down to the experiment browser, you can now notice that the term inhibitor is now highlighted within the experiment description, and only the experiments with this term are shown. In Toxgram, it is actually possible to filter datasets by several keywords. For that, let us type in the term. Notice how fewer concentration bubbles are now in the concentration browser. Also, in the experiment browser, only 2 experiments are shown. The ability to use several keywords to filter datasets allows for very specific data filtering. This can be manipulated by a single keyword at a time without having to reset the whole filter. In order to start over, one can delete the active filters either by clicking the rhombus button with the X in the concentration browser or experiment browser menus, or the X button that appears on the right side from the keyword terms.